We have so much going on here on the homestead. I'm just gonna take you along. I don't share it a lot, but this is stuff that goes on every single day. We have way too much milk because we've weaned the calf finally. And so we have an abundance of cream, milk. We're getting about 3 gallons a day, which means that we don't just drink that amount. So we have to actually do something with it. We have work to do in the garden. Already, I let the weeds overtake the rows between the raised beds, the weeds in the actual beds themselves. So we are going to make sense of all of that and bring it all back into order so that we can enjoy a harvest coming up very soon here. So just join me for some time on the homestead. It turns out just making the kids chug it doesn't exactly work. It only works to an extent.
No.
I could make mozzarella, but I don't like the fact that afterwards I end up with as much whey as I had milk before. I don't even know where the cheese comes from. I start with a gallon of milk, then there's cheese and there's a gallon of whey. I don't even know how it happens. Let's see, today's 14. So our oldest milk is only 6 days old. That's not bad.
I mean, keeping a decent rotation going, it's important. Because then the 8s, I forgot there was one in there and they get stuck.
I'm gonna throw the 8 cream in with the 9 cream. I'm gonna be okay with that. Yep, get rid of a couple of these jars into this. And then I'm gonna pour cream into a half-gallon jar. And I'm gonna start making some butter because normally I ration cream for coffee. But now I think that just next time you milk, I'm gonna have more cream. So I'm not gonna ration anymore. There was cream on this, but you know when it sits a while, it goes to the outsides and you can't get it. Remember? You put your spoon, it's really thick. I don't get that.
Supposed to separate it like the next day.
I think you're supposed to separate it quick. We just never had cream, so we did not notice. Oh my goodness, yep, you were right. They laid them in the kayak. Can you go get a basket inside and come collect them for me? I didn't even need to catch that on camera. There he is.
Wait, you are on camera?
Yes. We're doing butternut squash in there, so you can't do that. These look tiny, but they'll be so big.
There's a worm.
You saw a worm? That means it's good dirt. Luke took the oldest 4 kids on a float trip with some of my family members, and I decided not to go because we have ISR swim lessons every day for the youngest 3 boys, and so I didn't want them to miss that. And then also obviously we have the cow to milk. So I'm gonna be milking the cow, which has been exclusively Luke's job since Theo's been born. It was mine before, and then after he was born, Luke started doing it, and then we just never switched back. And so now that we've weaned the calf, we're milking twice a day. So I waited till I had all 3 boys in bed, and now I'm gonna head to find June. Unfortunately for me, she's not up by the fence like I'd hoped that she would be. And Luke told me that she's been really stubborn lately about coming to her milk stand. And so I think I'm just gonna bring the milking supplies to her and try to milk just with her tied up. I don't know, we'll see how that goes. I haven't done that in a really long time, and I have no clue if it's gonna work. I'm really hoping this doesn't take me forever, because I got the boys down now. I'm just ready to relax. 'Tis my usual pattern that if the cow is on this side of the property and I make a circle, I usually always go the wrong way. So I've just walked, yes, we only have 7 acres, but I've just walked the entire 7 acres, and I'm spotting her at the actual other end. And I mean, literally, it couldn't get any more at the other end. In fact, so close that I probably will just bring her to the milk stand because she's like that close to the barn. So if the barn's like here, I walked like this and she's right here. So even before I did it, I was thinking to myself, I'm gonna go look on that other end, make sure she's not there. But I looked at a lot of other places, and then I saw that the pony was getting into the feed I had, and I'm always really worried about him foundering. And so I like ran out and just decided to start going. And so would have been smart, but whew. All right, I remember now, mad respect for Luke, how annoying some of this can sometimes be. It's been a responsibility that's been completely off of me for a while. And so hasn't been any less annoying, just not for me. See, there's my gals. My 2 gals up here. There's the barn. Yeah. Nope. You're coming with me. Okay. Wish I hadn't brought all of my stuff with me. Come on. Come on, Judy. There we go. There she comes. Okay, it is like 8:30 something, and I need to go water the grass. So in the front yard, we planted grass, which we were just very sick of mud over the winter, and we had a nice green lawn of weeds that turned to mud whenever it was winter. And so we're really taking our grass growth seriously this year, and it's actually looking really good. And then I also need to water the garden. These are all the things that Luke does, and when he's out of town, it makes me realize just how much is going on. So I told him recently that he is now, in the summer months, a full-time farmer, because that is basically essentially what he's spent most of his time doing, because there's a lot to do. And I'm really glad that my kids get to go on a float trip. That's something we do here in Missouri. We have these beautiful rivers. You get in canoes, go down the river, and with the crew that we have currently, Luke and I do have to divide and conquer. And so I'm happy that they can go, but man, it's a lot of work whenever he's not here doing it all. So I hope that you enjoyed going along, seeing some of the things that go on behind the scenes in the homestead. I don't share it a lot. I mostly am just sharing in the home, cooking and redecorating, but this is stuff that goes on every single day. And so let me know in the comments if you enjoy going along on this kind of stuff, because it's easy to share it really because it's happening so much. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. If you're brand new, please hit that subscribe. I make videos every week on food from scratch, natural living, and a handmade home. Thank you for stopping by our farmhouse and our homestead.